My name is Nyiajkou Lee. In the past, I usually carry my name Lee Hua. When I get my citizenship, so I changed my name to Nyiajkou Lee. So I used to work in the school district one before, in Dickinson School, CS Port and Awaso. And the past 2 years, I changed the job. So I work for the refugee center right now. I don't have too many to share with you today, and my speaking is not very good. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask. In the refugee center, it's a former Lao family community. In the past 2-3 years, they changed the Lao family community to refugee assistance corporation. And most of the from that this organization get is from the Office of Refugee Resettlement to help the refugees that coming from Laos, Vietnam, and Cambodia, the refugee. The thing that we help those refugees that are coming to our organization, the point is that we help them to be self-sufficient, to help them to find jobs. Most of them to find most of the work that we do is to find them a job and transportation interpreter for them. Some refugees that coming from Thailand to this country, I see it's most of the problem is the Hmong, because we don't have any formal school before. We don't have any education before. So when they come in here, they feel that they were born again, because they start to learn English like an ABC of 1, 2, 3. And they don't have any experience or anything about the job. And today's job, they decide to fit the average worker, and their capability distinction are more likely to the basic of education and experience. So the refugees, they have little chance to compete with the job because they don't have the equal experience. And some refugees, they feel that they were handicapped because they not physically, but they are technically and linguistically. So they don't have some experience to do what the thing that they like to do, and make them very stressed. And it's very difficult for us to find a job or the way to help these people. They're stuck in the middle because they cannot upgrade their skill, and they cannot find a job that they needed. And sometimes it's they feel very what do you call it? Very sad, very not feel that they are in this country. So even someone that just going to the jungle of Laos, and how do you survive in there? So they feel the same way. When they come in here, then they don't know what to do. And we try everything to solve this problem, but it's not. Sometimes we feel that we are not doing our job good to help these people. So Mary is the one that she worked for this organization long time, and she know more what's going on in the community. And like myself, when I come into to work in this position, I face very darkness, because I don't see the way what I'm going to do. So it's really hard sometimes. And well, I don't think I don't have something to say anymore. So if you think something that you might interesting, then what you like to know, so you may contact Mary or me, so we may try to answer what the best question that we like to answer you. So, yeah.
Oh, have the Hmong ever tried starting up businesses that they do feel qualified for, that would work for those that might not have the language ability of some of the other businesses that are available, like starting their own house cleaning service or lawn mowing business? I think, didn't Kutao have a lawn mowing business for a little while?
Yes, some of the refugees, they start their own business, but it look like the small thing, like you said, mow the lawn, something that's no problem. Something, I don't see any problem with the refugees that they have background education. When they come in here, they catch it quickly. But the one that they don't have any education before, when they come in here, it's really difficult for them. Yeah.
I'm curious to know what area the Refugee Assistance Corporation is responsible for. Is it the city of Missoula or the county or the state?
It looks like we deal all of them. Yeah, we
divided into two different ones, like from Bozeman up to the east. Like the east, they have an organization called MARS, M-A-R-S. I'm not pronounced right. That handle all the refugees in East Missoula, East Montana. The Western Montana is handled by our organization, and so we do up to grade for Kalispell everywhere, in Western Montana. But a lot of the people who live in grade 4 and then Kalispell, we just go and visit them once a month or something, taking 3 months, something like that. They didn't give very much help us, the people who live in the Missoula area.
Is there a feeling in the community after serving essentially for the U.S. Army that you should be supported better by the government than you are? For instance, I know your Refugee Assistance Corporation Center is very underfunded. Is there a feeling in your community that you should receive more financial assistance from the government after serving for the Army?
Well, I think that doesn't happen in Missoula, but it happened in Minnesota. That a lot of the refugee community fight for those programs, and they got a really good program run for the people who served in the Army and who has high poverty for, and they receive monthly income from the federal government. But what I heard is only one place in Minnesota, not in California either. I don't know why, and they fight this one before in Missoula, but I don't know. Like the veteran people, because they have a more veteran in Minnesota, which is they receive monthly payment, not a lot, but a little bit to help the family.
Most of the income that those people receive is just a social security supplement income that they give to those people. So I don't think they have any other fund to cover with their non-veteran. I don't think so.
Thank you. maybe Mary could answer instead of it, do you feel some discrimination though within Missoula as far as housing and in jobs and that? Is there more discrimination than we would be aware of?
The job, I don't see any problem. If the refugee, they have experience and they have good English, I think they can compete with the job, they can get a job easily. I don't see any problem with that. But sometimes I feel that in the couple of years ago, I went hunting. I asked for permission, from some landowner, and they said we don't let someone come in hunting over here. But later on, some white men come in and ask your permission, and they let them go. So that's I don't understand, But the job and in housing, I don't see some discrimination.
Well,
Yeah.
I think there is discrimination in certain cases, and I don't know about very many because I just know about certain friends of mine that have looked for apartments, one thing or another. Just one case that I'm thinking of where this family had been renting a place for some time, and there was something wrong with the refrigerator. I don't remember what, and the landlord was supposed to come, but the only people home during the day were the grandparents who didn't speak any English, and a stranger comes to the door and wants to come in, and they said no, they didn't, and so later on, years later, the young family, the daughter-in-law and son, were looking for a place to rent, and they were going, how hard it is to find places to rent that are affordable, and so they were checking all the different options, and they went with the same, I guess it was a rental agency that handles rentals in town, and asked, about a certain house that they saw, and they were told that because of this incident, the name came up, and because of this incident many years ago, they would never rent to this family ever again over this little thing, this language fear, in the heart of people that had just recently moved here. And so whether that's discrimination or not, it didn't seem like a very powerful argument for the management people to me. I don't know how many other incidences there are like that, but it happened. And it's, how hard it is to find a place to rent. I think it's even that much harder for a Hmong family to be accepted by a landlord. And
I think too that there's a lack of awareness as to the fact that these are Hmong people. I know I've had stories from some of the adults that I've worked with who told me that they've been called lots of names because it's assumed that they're Vietnamese, and some of the people did not appreciate having Vietnamese people living here because of the war in Vietnam, and had some very strong feelings about that, and they were called names on the streets, or various episodes brought into them because they were not aware that they were Hmong and not Vietnamese. I think there are lots of subtle discrimination.
Yeah, some people they ask us that are you Vietnamese or Chinese? And they don't familiar with our Hmong, and I explained to them that we are close to Vietnamese. We like the Russian and the American. Look like the same, but we speak very different, and the culture is different. So when you meet them, you have to ask them, are you Vietnamese or Hmong or Chinese? So most of them they think that we are Vietnamese because they know the Vietnam War more than us.
I think I hope and I wish the people can understand the Vietnamese people too. They're not that bad, but one day I was in the office and one American man came to the office and asked me, where are you from? And I said, we're from Laos, and he asked about the refugee population, and I gave all the information to him, and then he said, I believe he'd been in Vietnam before, but he said Vietnamese are terrible, and I said there's a lot of Vietnamese are good, and not just they are bad. It's, sometimes because during the war, they're like our people, they're very, very mad too, very bad because they had to fight, all the time. And their personal attitude is very bad, because they're so upset, and that's the only one reason. But now they're not fighting, and they're not that bad, And he said, who's the good person? Who's the good Vietnamese person? And I said, well, if you need to get more, if you need to know more, we have to sit down and talk. And he said, because I didn't see any good Vietnamese, I only saw 30,000 bad Vietnamese. And which is, he hurt my feeling a lot, but I hope you can understand that Vietnamese are not that bad,
So, thank you very much. My name is Too Yang. Not too young, but too young. I'm old now. But I've been here almost 3 years. And here Missoula is my first hometown and my first place in America. So I just came directly from Thailand to Missoula. So this is my hometown in America. So the December will be my third year in America. So my English is not very good enough. And sometimes I don't know why I can speak very well, but sometimes I cannot. So if any question or if anything that I have been saying, that I'm going to say, that you don't understand, please feel free to ask me. And I would like to very happy to re-say again and re-talk again. First of all, I would like to say by my own way, and I used to say respect to all of you today that come and join our meeting today. And then seems like everything that I want to talk, they already mentioned. I don't know where to start, but anyway, I will talk a little bit about the Hmong religions and a little bit about the culture. But all of them have already mentioned about this, but I will just kind of do some review. And the Hmong regions is very different from others because we are Hmong, and then we originally came from China. So our religion is still very, very similar to Chinese. And then we do anything that is look really like the Chinese does. And we especially during the Hmong New Year, we do our different cultures, and because our religions. The first time that we were broken down from China to Laos, so our Hmong people just kind of made up our language to be better, to talk better, and then, but they still carry the religions from China, and then now we do things is similar to Chinese. And during the Hmong New Year, we do some celebration, and that celebration is kind of like we believe in. We don't believe in Christian or Catholic or anything else before, and we still do by our own way. And the New Year, we celebrate for the New Year. That means we celebrate for the great-grandparents who have been gone for a long time. And because our religions always believe that the people who have been died,
but their spirit's still around. So every New Year we have to celebrate them. So that means we give them something to eat, give them something to, make them happy. And Hmong people always believe that the dead people will be reborn again. So that's why we celebrate them. And the religions that the Hmong believe right now, not right now, but in the past, still in Laos right now, that is called animism. Animism, which is believe in believe in tree, believe in rock, believe in everything else. It's not like Christian and believe in God. But I would say here in America would be 50% of Hmong people believe in Christian, and still 50% still are doing their old religions. If we compare to Laos, it's very different because Laos has no Christian. They have, but not pretty much around by the town. So I would say in Laos, still 95% of Hmong believe in their own way. So that is the way that they carry from China, and they're still doing that. Because they never know that there would be another religions around by the world. That's why they just believe in that, and that right now they cannot change it very easily, but in America we change it easily, so we can change it. And all the kids who growing up in America, they go to church, and they believe in Christians. So that's why our Hmong religions is changing to another. And then and talk a little bit about the culture. Our culture is pretty much different too. Like Pao have been mentioned about that. We are very different people, but now we got used to it because we have a new life in a new country. We have a new world to live, so we change it pretty much right now. And during the culture, I would talk about the way that people choose each other. It's not really like American. They have to agree with their parents. Do not just go and stay with your girlfriend. Go and stay with your boyfriend. They have to let their parents agree and see who can be my son-in-law, who can be my daughter-in-law, who can come in and work for me, support my family. Because in Laos they work in the fields and the farm, so not pretty much job. The one that live far from town, they live on the mountains, so they have to choose their daughter-in-law who's pretty good working, and they have to choose their son-in-law who very good working too. So during the New Year, they choose each other, and the instrument of the culture that they use to communicate, like Paul had been mentioned. And today, I think I will blow that pipe. I can say in the pipe, they can say in many ways. The first time you have to learn from the elder people how to blow this. And this pipe is really made up by the Hmong people. They just make it up. I don't know how they measure it, but I can do it. I can make it too. If I have equipment, I used to do it in Laos when I was about 13, 14. I did it. And then even you want to say like the first time you have to learn, but later on you understand, then you can just think it off and then say whatever you want to say. And the pipe, I used to say two things together. One is it says about the girlfriend, and one is says about we lost our country and then we feel sad. So the first subject that I'm gonna blow this pipe, I would say about we lost our country, and then we lost our parents, we lost our brother, sister, and we are lonely in America, and then we also miss our parents and our brother, sister in Laos. And we don't even know now what they are doing for their life in there. So that is a little bit sad subject. And the next one I will blow about they communicate with the girlfriend, how they use it. And I would say in the pipe, and it's gonna be say like why your parents what kind of food that your parents eat, and to born you to come in a good shape. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, and I love you so much. And yet you might have a boyfriend already, and I don't have one, so I'm very sorry about that. Cause my parents just eat not the right food to born me. That's why I'm ugly, and nobody likes me. Right. And then actually this pipe is not very good because the pipe depends on some people who make it. Some people you can choose when you want to buy this kind of pipe, which one who do it better, so you can buy that one. But this is not good, and it's too small. Usually I love to blow the bigger one and the longer one, so it sounds clearer. And this one is not. It's not sounds good. But I try hard to blow it. This is the first subject that I have to mention. And the second subject is more about the girlfriend. I don't know what you think, but you might not understand. Even our Hmong people, they don't understand. But just the way it blows the same way, the same sound, the same hole, the same finger, but it says different in there. So
That's a different meaning.
yeah, different meaning and different sentence in there. So, but if you don't know, you listen, it goes the same way. this cane, we can use it for many ways too. We can use it to play with, communicate with a girl, with a girlfriend, and we can use it to play during the Hmong year. We can use it to play for fun. We can use it to play for sad. We can use it to play for the dead people. So when I was young, I don't like to blow it in the way that it's supposed to blow, but I blow it. You know, I used to blow it during the night to go talk with girlfriend. But first thing that I want to blow and communicate with the girlfriend, I don't want this big pipe to disturb. It sounds like that, and I want to something to put in it.
So you need a napkin?
Yeah, I need some napkin or something to put in it, and which I can blow only the 5 pipes. I think I got it. I got it. Now it has no this sound, so I can blow. I can say the same way that I blow the pipe, and I can say. This sound is more fun for me than this one. That's how we used to communicate with the girlfriend. And the girlfriend always knows what we want to say to them. Most of the girl knows, but not in America, in Laos. Yeah. Many different equipment that we use to communicate, but it seems like we short on them and we cannot bring everything up today. So.
Something lifetime makeup
Yes, but
in the shoulders, something like that.
do you bring it? Do you have one? Okay, so we don't bring everything up today, but if any one of you do not interesting, then it's okay, forget it. But if any one of you would like to interesting about the culture and religions of the Hmong, then you can very much happy to feel free to call the bilingual office. I'll be there. And if you would like to talk about more information about the refugees, then you can call the refugee center, Mary, and Nyiajkou can be there to answer everything we could.